Why is slavery considered peculiar for the South when every culture has practiced it?
Slavery is often considered peculiar for the American South because of the way it was practiced in the region and the impact it had on the development of the economy and society. While slavery has existed in many cultures throughout history, the form of slavery practiced in the American South was distinct in several ways. One of the key differences was the way that the Southern economy was built around the institution of slavery. Many other cultures had slaves, but they were often a small and relatively unimportant part of the economy. In the South, however, slavery was central to the production of crops like cotton, tobacco, and sugar, which were major exports and a key source of wealth for the region. Another difference was the way that slavery in the American South was closely tied to race. While there were certainly examples of racialized slavery in other cultures, the scale and intensity of racialized slavery in the South was unique. Slavery in the South was based on a belief in white superiority and black inferiority, and this belief was used to justify the brutal treatment of enslaved people. Finally, the legacy of slavery in the American South has had a lasting impact on the region and the country as a whole. The effects of slavery can still be seen in areas like racial inequality, economic disparities, and social and political divisions. This has made slavery a topic of particular interest and study in the American South and has contributed to its status as a unique and peculiar institution.
Slavery only seems to be profitable with subsidies.
While some forms of slavery, such as the transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery in the Americas, were highly profitable enterprises for those involved, it is not accurate to say that slavery is only profitable with subsidies. Historically, many societies have relied on various forms of forced labor, including slavery, to support their economies. In some cases, slave labor has been cheaper than paying free laborers, particularly in agricultural or mining contexts. However, the profitability of slavery can vary widely depending on the specific historical context and economic factors at play. In the antebellum American South, for example, slavery was a crucial part of the region's economy, particularly in the production of cotton. While slave labor was cheaper than hiring free laborers, the system of slavery also involved significant costs for slaveholders, including the cost of purchasing, housing, and feeding enslaved people. The profitability of slavery was also dependent on a number of external factors, such as fluctuations in the price of cotton and the cost of transporting goods.